Hello, my name is Kira and I'm a business and mindset coach for people like you who are just as ambitious about the quality of life that they are leading as well as the kind of business and career that they are creating. And I'm here to talk to you today about a topic that's really close to my own heart and that of most of my clients, and that is what to do when you maybe have a dream or an idea for something that you'd like to change or achieve with your business or your career, but you know that other people are going to think, what is she doing? That's crazy, that will never work. What do you do then? Do you listen to the doubters and play it safe? Or do you go against them and do what you really want, but know that you're going to be in the firing line for a lot of people's criticism and ridicule? And I can relate to this personally because pretty much everything that I've achieved in my career and my business is something that at some point someone has told me was impossible or they've laughed at me. So even going way back when I was applying to university, I had a teacher laugh in my face when I told them the university that I wanted to go to. I had others tell me that I wouldn't be able to cope and I wouldn't be able to manage. And I got into that university and I got into my first choice college, my first choice course, and I got a good degree from there. Later on, when I knew that I wanted to work as a diplomat, I had people laugh at me then and say, do you know how hard that is? And I just thought, yeah, I know exactly how hard that is and I'm prepared to do the work. So it just wasn't an issue for me. Or even later on, when I think about the changes I made since then to start my own business, all the doubters, all the people who thought that they couldn't understand why I'd give up my job security, all of other people's ridicule was always there, but it was never as important to me as it was to me to fulfill what I knew was in my heart and what I knew my potential was. And I share that with you not to say that I'm in any way special, but to say that I understand that however much it's easy in hindsight to see that someone was surely a sure thing all along, for most people, actually, there have always been doubters and there's always been someone criticizing or been that doubt in their ear that maybe they couldn't do it and they've just had to go and do it anyway. So if you have an ambition or if you have a dream or desire that you would like to achieve in your career and you're maybe getting some negative feedback about whether or not it's viable or sensible, then I'd really recommend that you do the following things. Firstly, have a check-in with yourself. Is there some validity to what they're saying? And maybe if there is, it's because you haven't quite got clear on what success looks like for you. Often when people hear someone say that they want to quit their job and actually pursue their love of music or become an actor or a dancer, it's because for a lot of people, creative careers are in their mind coupled with being a star, being famous and being a millionaire. For a lot of people who maybe aren't in those industries themselves, that's what they think success looks like because the only performers they know are the famous ones. And so when they hear you saying that you have a desire to do something in the creative industries, they assume that you are saying you will be that 1 in a million famous person. And maybe that's what they're questioning. We're questioning whether or not that is realistic. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that actually might not be your version of success. Maybe for you, success is that you just want to make the music that you love and care about and get paid for it. You don't care about being famous. Maybe you don't need to be a millionaire. Maybe you just want to be acting regularly. Maybe you want to be putting your choreography out there. So check in with yourself. Have you got really clear on what success looks like to you? Because it could be very different from what they're assuming it is for you. The second thing I'd look at is, have you done the research as to what it would take to achieve the success that you would like in that industry or that business? Do you know how many hours it will take to hone your craft? What are the resources you're going to need in terms of setup? And what is the investment you'll need to make in terms of time and money to get it off the ground? And once you know the answer to that question, then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do what it will take? Are you willing to put in the hours? Are you willing to do that alongside your day job? Or are you willing to maybe take on other jobs while you supplement your income? Are you willing to invest time and money in getting the skills and support you need to get really excellent at your craft before you take it to market? And if you know that what success looks like to you, if you have checked in with yourself what it would take to be successful and you're willing to do it, and there's really nothing else that anyone has to say about it, to be honest, is there? You're willing to do what it takes. End of story. And so in those situations, if people are still giving you unwanted feedback, then I would invite you to consider the possibility that maybe they're just not open-minded on this topic. Maybe they don't have the life experience that's going to allow them to consider the possibility that what you're talking about actually makes sense. And maybe they're just speaking out of their own fear. So often the people who told me I couldn't do something, which I then went on to do, are the people who hadn't done it themselves. So often people are talking to you from their own standards and their own experience. They can't possibly know what is truly right for you or what you're truly capable of. And I find it so important to decide for yourself what do you really want? Do you want to keep everyone else happy, or do you want to pursue the career and business goals that are on your heart to pursue? And if it's the latter, then maybe you have to stop telling those people about your dreams, because all they're going to do is fill your head with the doubts that are already there and amplify them to the point that you just never take action. And in the early stages, when we're just getting our business or career change off the ground, or maybe we're looking to get that promotion and do what it takes to get the promotion, so much of it is actually about our confidence and our mindset. And if we are putting our work or our ideas and our vision out there too early, prematurely, and having other people weigh in with their opinions and all their reasons why it won't work, it can stop us from actually making the steps it will take to move forward. So I would really recommend to almost treat it like a pregnancy. And what I mean by that is not tell everyone about it until you know it's a sure thing for you. Wait for a few months, maybe even a few years if necessary, for you to be really sure about what it is that you want to do and for you to have already started making steps in that direction before you tell other people about it. Because there isn't actually much useful input they can add until you've got super clear on what you're trying to achieve and have already decided where that's going to fit in your life. And once you've done that, once you know what you want and you know that you're willing to do what it takes, then really seek out like-minded people who are also going for it in their own lives, who are supportive, open-minded and non-judgmental, and really want the best for you and are respectful enough to know that actually you probably know what's in your best interests and no one else. And if you would like more of that, I've created a community that will do just that. It's called Earn Your Freedom, and it's a free Facebook group that I've just opened. And it's exactly for people like you who want to not only talk about making big changes in their careers and lives, but actually want to follow through with it. And so it'll be a place where you can get weekly trainings from me, access to me as a coach for free, but also a way to network with other people who are really going for it in their lives and are not going to judge you or ridicule you on what it is that you want to do. So if that speaks to you, I'm going to put a link in below in the comments so that you can join that group and say hello. And I'd also love it if you could tell me on the back of this video, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced people not understanding your dreams or your vision? Have you ever experienced people putting you down and maybe suggesting that you couldn't do it? And have you gone and done it anyway? What's happened? I'm really curious. Speak to you soon. Bye.